So, this is Atlanta traffic. It's 8:45, I think, at night, and it's packed. This is one reason why you wouldn't want to move to Atlanta. All this damn traffic, man. 9 o'clock, damn near 9 o'clock at night, and I'm just trying to get home. Can't get home because of all this traffic. Crazy, man. Oh shit! Look! Look! That's Atlanta finest right there. Hold on, let me see if I catch up with him. That's Atlanta's finest right there. That's real Atlanta right there. And he cut me off. That's real Atlanta right there. He riding on Dubs, 22s, I think, 24s. And he's smoking weed. You can't smell that? He's smoking weed. On 85. First and foremost, I want to get the negative out of the way. And the negative is the cons of living in Atlanta, the city, right? So, of course, I mentioned the traffic, 1. 2, the crime. 3, if you're homophobic or whatever, there's gays, there's lesbians, the LGBTQ community is prominent here. I don't look at that as being a negative. I mean, if you mind your damn business and they mind theirs, what's the problem? What's the problem? Politics. There's corruption, in the city of Atlanta. What else? Homelessness. And the jobs are scarce. So now that I've gotten all of the cons out, let's talk about the pros that a lot of people fail to mention. Atlanta is a historical city where blacks have been prominent for so many years. Atlanta holds a lot of HBCU universities. There are so many professional black men and women, young and old. We have doctors, lawyers, teachers, mathematicians, business owners, entrepreneurs. And it just gives you that vibe, Atlanta that is, that overall vibe that you can do any and everything that you put your mind to. And also it has culture. Yo, whenever I go to Atlanta, I feel good. I feel safe. You know what I mean? Like, it's like you could go anywhere in Atlanta and see more murals of black people painted on walls and buildings and shit. It gives you a sense of pride, man. I feel good when I'm in Atlanta, man. Straight up. I feel good. I feel like I'm wanted. You know what I'm saying? It's a black city. I mean, the majority of people, of the population of Atlanta is black. They have black cops. When cops get behind me, the Atlanta cops, that is, I don't give a fuck. I don't sweat or none of that. I've been in the parking lot, and Kroger's parking lot and Buckhead, and it's about 6 of them in the parking lot, and I just drive right past them. And some of them speak. Some of them be like, yo, what's up? Some of them are mad cool. The people here in Atlanta are great people. People with a great sense of pride. And I can respect that, yo. I mean, I've been to the jazz festivals, and I mean, man, at Piedmont Park, and it's black people every fucking way. Ain't nobody fighting, shooting, killing, stabbing, or none of that shit. Everybody just sitting down on the grass enjoying jazz, and the music is playing, and it's beautiful women and beautiful men. It's amazing to see. Amazing. It's that type of vibe that you get when you go to Harlem or when you go to Brooklyn. It's just amazing to see, man. And I just don't understand why this picture is painted, that Atlanta is so horrible and is this and is that. If anything, it's because of niggas like us that's not from there, that came here and fucked it up. You know, I always give this good example, and it's a great example, at least I think so. It's always that nigga that's from New York that come down south and act like he big man, but the motherfucker went to Catholic school, was raised by both parents, and he had a good old life. But once he gets down here, he act like he big shot. That's the same thing with every fucking body else. You ask the average person, where you from? Alabama? Nick, Alabama? And you acting like that? You acting like Obama. Let me pull your card. Let me find out. Let me call your friends and family and see how you were back then, up in Alabama. Because you came to Atlanta and act like you was big time. And you see a lot of that shit. You see a lot of fake shit. But that's everywhere. All of the things that Atlanta consists of, like the cons to it, that's in every fucking city. But I don't see a lot of the pros in every city. I just don't. And this is the reason why I had to make this video. Because if I were you, I would stay in Atlanta, the city Atlanta. There's a difference. Metro Atlanta, you have Metro Atlanta, and then you have the city of Atlanta. Metro Atlanta consists of counties, cities such as Marietta, Kennesaw, Spalding, Douglasville, Union City, College Park, Decatur, Dunwoody, Sandy Springs. And I'm pretty sure I'm leaving a couple out. But some of those cities in Metro Atlanta are racist as shit. So you have to understand, Atlanta is a red state. It is conservative. And the only thing that's liberal is the city of Atlanta. Once you go outside of 285, shit starts getting real. Once you get in Forsyth County, Norcross, Alpharetta, you see the blatant disrespect of black people. You know how many times I've been stopped by the Sandy Springs cops? You know how many times Cobb County police got behind me? They are some of the most racist motherfuckers that you could ever meet on this fucking planet. And it's just that plain and simple. You see, Atlanta has the jazz festivals, the Malcolm X Day, the Caribbean festivals, Juneteenth. They're full of culture. But once you go outside 285 and you start dealing with these other cities or counties or whatever the fuck you want to call them in the Metro Atlanta area, they're just as racist as any fucking body else, if not worse. And they literally don't want niggas in their city, in their town. And they make sure they let you know. And it's just that plain and simple. Just that plain and simple. I haven't heard a lot of people talk about the racism as if that shit don't exist. And it is real down here. Period. You still have to understand that you are in good old Georgia, where you can, at any given time, you could go down 400, going to Forsyth County, going to Alpharetta, Norcross, and you'll see a big ass motherfucking truck, Milton. You'll see a big ass fucking truck. You remember back in the days, Bigfoot, that big ass truck with the big ass tires and shit. You'll see some shit like that, and they'll have a big ass Confederate flag waving that shit on the truck. So I suggest if you're black, that you move to Atlanta. In Atlanta, there's a difference. And you do your due diligence when it comes to moving down here. Because I didn't. And the first place that I moved to was Marietta. And I should have known before I got there. I was like, man, something ain't right. You know, I used to live in Charlotte, Durham, North Carolina, Raleigh, North Carolina, Greensboro, North Carolina. Greensboro, North Carolina is a racist ass place too. Jamaica, Queens. I was born in Brooklyn. I've lived there too. And I can tell you, I've never really experienced like some real harsh racism. I mean, it's that slick shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you give the cashier, the white cashier, your money in their hands, and then they'll slide you your cash, your money back. It's that slick shit, that slick racism. But this shit here, something different. Something different. And let me tell you another thing too. Because everybody talks about Hollywood, Atlanta. You know, it's you could be in the movies and shit like that. Let me tell you something. I got the hookup from a person that I know. You know what I'm saying? And she put me on to the casting calls. So on Facebook, I'm connected to all of these agencies, right? And whenever they have casting calls, they'll throw it out on my thread. You know, and you got to work yourself up from the bottom to the top. That means you're going to be an extra. You're not going to be no motherfucking Hollywood star when you get down here. You're not going to be no rap star and shit like that. That's another thing. Atlanta is click the fuck up. And if you ain't part of no sorority or fraternity, you done. If you don't know the people that's inside the circle, the inner circle, you're done. You're better off taking your talents, uploading videos on YouTube and Instagram and shit like that, and trying to get your name or buzz that way. Because let me tell you something, the doors will be closed on your ass. It's just that plain and simple, man. But I'm here to tell you, man, places like Kennesaw, Marietta, no. Straight up. No. Sandy Springs. I mean, Sandy Springs is decent. I mean, I live here, but at the same time, it's not. I just told you I got stopped like 3 times. I've never been stopped by the cops that many times in one fucking year. Period. And I can't tell you how many times the motherfuckers got behind me. I just got stopped Saturday. On my way to, where was I going? To the Atlanta Zoo. Just got stopped. Racial profiling like a motherfucker. This motherfucker was black. I wasn't speeding, doing nothing. Nigga ran up on me, threw up those lights, and it is what it is. So, I'm just here to tell you, man. I mean, you know, for those that's trying to live out your dreams, I get it. And don't let no one deter you from that. If you're determined to get down here because you want to make it happen, then do it. And always keep in mind, if somebody were to tell you, oh, you got to have a plan, you got to have this and that and so forth, job set up and line, and this, that, blah, 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 and then it starts sounding like wah, 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 wah. Let me tell you something. I said this in a previous video I did about Atlanta. Those motherfuckers that arrived at Ellis Island, your poor motherfucking Irish, the Jews, the Italians, they didn't have shit when they got here. But you know what? They were looking for the American dream. They were chasing after their dreams just like you. So why can't you chase after yours? Oh, I know, because you black and you got to have a plan. You got to have this. Yeah, true indeed. You have to have, to a certain degree, you have to have a plan. But you know what? Sometimes you need to take your damn foot and step out there. And you never know what can happen. So this video is not to deter you from coming here. This video is just to alarm you and let you know what you're getting into. Period. Because did I have people that tell me, yo, blah, 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 blah? Yeah, some people, I have people that tell me that, you know, the positive and the negatives, but not like how I just said it. Period. You live in you live in Atlanta, inside 285, it's a difference. Liberal city. Culture. If you're black, it's the next best thing to Wakanda. But the cons is it's gonna be crime. It's just like any other major city. You move your ass outside of 285 in Metro Atlanta, you're gonna experience racism. Can you say it with me? Racism. Places like Marietta, Sandy Springs, Dunwoody, Kennesaw, Milton, Alpharetta, Forsyth County. And now they're saying they're trying to merge in Macon and Athens in the Metro Atlanta area. And I don't see how that is, because Athens and Macon is like damn near 2 hours away from here. But that shit is motherfucking backwards. You talk about racism, that's racism in another degree. When you look at Edenton, Macon, Athens, and what else? Augusta. Oh no, nah. You don't want to do that. So I hope that I helped you. And I hope I wasn't disrespectful to those that stay in areas that I mentioned. It's just the truth. Hey, prove me wrong. Throw your opinion, your facts, or whatever in the comment section. Like the video, share the video, and subscribe. My name is Langston 2092. 1.